When this video premieres, it will be Columbus Day 2025, a day off for many. Christopher Columbus is often celebrated in elementary schools as the explorer who discovered America in 1492. However, this narrative is inaccurate. The holiday's origins are more rooted in political motives than in honoring this alleged hero. Recently, President Trump signed a mostly meaningless proclamation declaring Columbus Day in an effort to reclaim what he called the famed explorer's extraordinary legacy of faith, courage, perseverance, and virtue. Columbus Day, celebrated on the second Monday of October, has a complex history. Initially, Italian American communities honored their heritage, and the US government later used the holiday to promote patriotism and reconcile with Italy after the 1891 lynching of Italian immigrants. The first celebration occurred in 1792, becoming a national holiday in 1937 due to Italian American lobbying, and officially a federal holiday in 1971. However, the holiday is now controversial because of Columbus's voyage and its devastating impact on indigenous peoples. Consequently, many places have replaced it with Indigenous Peoples Day. Growing awareness of the devastating effects of European colonization, such as disease, violence, and enslavement of indigenous peoples, along with the human trafficking of girls as young as 12 years old to his own friends, increasingly sparked controversy around the celebration of Columbus. In the 1990s, numerous states and cities began replacing Columbus Day with Indigenous Peoples Day, acknowledging the rich history and culture of the inhabitants who lived in the Americas long before Columbus's arrival. Columbus was not the first foreign explorer to arrive in the Americas, nor did he or those before him discover a continent already inhabited by indigenous peoples for tens of thousands of years. European contact initiated a period of catastrophic loss for indigenous peoples, including massive population decline, disruption of traditions, and widespread land dispossession. Within 130 years of initial contact, it's estimated the Native American population lost 95% of its people. From the outset, indigenous peoples of the Western Hemisphere faced enslavement and resource theft by European explorers who became settlers. As Portuguese, Spanish, French, Dutch, and English colonies expanded throughout the Americas, they increasingly encroached upon native lives and lands. Warfare, enslavement, and forced relocation profoundly disrupted and altered the lives of indigenous communities. Therefore, celebrating Columbus and similar explorers overlooks the immense losses experienced by indigenous peoples in the past and the continuing impact on colonialism today. While serving as governor of what is now the Dominican Republic, Columbus, as reported by History.com, orchestrated the deaths of many natives in response to their rebellion. To deter further uprisings, he had their deceased bodies publicly displayed throughout the streets. Indigenous societies in the Americas suffered immense decimation due to Old World diseases introduced by European contact, leading to widespread epidemics. For example, the Taino population of Hispaniola, estimated at 250,000 in 1492, dwindled to a mere 14,000 by 1517. This drastic decline was attributed to diseases like smallpox, measles, and influenza, brought by Columbus and his men. Some historians suggest that the impact of Europeans and African settlers in the New World caused a mortality rate among native populations that could be as high as 90%, potentially exceeding the deadliness of the Black Plague in medieval Europe. With all of this horrible history, you may be wondering if I'm advocating for not having a day off. No, not at all. Instead, I'm pointing out the government sanctioned systemic propaganda that has become a part of the United States educational curriculum. Winston Churchill said, "The farther backwards you can look, the farther forward you are likely to see." That's all for this week. Until next time, remember your voice is vital. Stand up, speak out, strike back. They don't know what they started. If you appreciate this content, please like, share, and subscribe. For updates, ring the bell. Your support truly helps the channel.